My name is Esteban, and today I'm going to talk about the short movie The Present. This film begins with a child, like a teenager, who is all day in his house playing video games, and he looks to be angry and really, really not happy. Then, but then his mother come home with a box, but he didn't want to open it. But finally he do, and he discovered that this gift was a box with a dog with a disability that only give him three legs. First, he didn't like it. He kicked at it. He looked badly. But then he realized that even if the dog didn't have one paw, he was happy, and no matter what he fell down, he still got up. Finally, the boy get up off the couch, and we discover that he has the same disability of the dog, so he doesn't have one of his legs. So at the end of this movie, he go to the park with his dog, and now he's happy because the dog teaches him that no matter what you have to be grateful with the life, and you have to be happy with the things that you have. So in this case, that he doesn't have one of his of his leg, it doesn't mean that he has to be angry and all day in his house. So he get up and he become happier. I like this movie a lot because I like really this movie because it leaves a really really special message of overcoming and knowing how to face adversities of life. Also, this film makes me feel very good because it deals with a subject of disabilities in a very good way. The boy in the present, I think that it has a really good evolution during the movie because firstly he was like really sad and not motivated and really disappointed, but finally with the help of the dog he over overcome all the obstacles and he become happier. The other character that I see, the other character of this movie was the dog. I think the dog was like more the protagonist of this film because it was like the key for the boy to be happy. Because if he wasn't there, the boy never will never learn that he has to be grateful and that he has to be happy no matter what happens. So I think the dog is really, really, really important because without him, the child will still be angry and not happy. Finally, I think the mom is a really important character too because she gives the dog to the child, so that helps him to like to give up his situation, like to feel better. So I think that so in the movie I think the most important character was the duck because it's like the character that unified everything, and in this case like helps the kid to overcome all. The two moral values that I found of this film were resilience and acceptance. Uh, in this film, I saw the resilience as this child that at the beginning of the movie was without joy on his couch, got up and recovered, and finally he was happy. I could also observe the acceptance of the boy since he was finally able to accept his disability and he decided to live with it, and that thing never like stopped him to do something or something like that. I think resilience is really important because it helps us to overthrow difficult situations and like dealing in a good way, because if you didn't have resilience you're gonna like give up so easy, so that's gonna be bad. um, Also I think acceptance is really important because it helps us like not just to feel happy but to be happy, and with that, and if you accept yourself, that's enough for all things. um, I understand this film has a really powerful message because it's like a learning, like a really important learning of that we have to be happy. Like we don't have like to, I don't know, like we don't have to be angry and disappointed all the time. Like we have to be grateful for the things we have, even if that means that, I don't know, just like going to a good restaurant or something like that. We have to be grateful with the things that we have in our life, because if not, so we can't be happy. The situation in my life that I see was that when the quarantine started, I was really unhappy about taking virtual classes, despite having all comforts of home. But then I heard the story of a member of my family who lives in in the like out of the country, like in a little village, and he has to receive his classes, and he has to go with he has to go with his teacher, like to walk a lot to have classes, and this was a great joy for him. So I learned at that moment that I should be grateful for the things that I have, because many people don't have what I have. Like many people are badly than have badly situation than me. So I understand with that, with this situation, that I have to be more grateful. The situation in the world that I compare with the movie is like due to the confinement generated by COVID-19, everyone is changing. Everyone is over a change in their life. So this made us to value the simple things of life. Finally, the book or film that I compared with this movie was the movie Hidden Figures, because this film is about three black women who, despite the prejudices of the time, proved that with their talent they could contribute to society.